he said that he had a nibble on the Red Raven, I am highly dubious that that actually is true. But on the other hand, Mike has brokered some big books in his day, so if he can do something, he can do something. If Nicolas Cage got his brain back on again and stopped pissing his money away, then maybe he'd be interested. But he sold his entire collection a few years back when the lady that he was hanging out with told him to grow up, like as if he ever could.
Bad idea.
When a woman tells you to grow up, that's God's way of telling you to get a new woman.
Right?
Yeah. Especially if she says get rid of your comics. Just a load of crap. There's 3 billion women on the planet, not a lot of great comics, so it's an easy choice.
That's what it's like. It is the most depressing thing and the most depressing place in the world if you look at it that way. If you look at it like, oh my God, my favorite comic book, then it's great.
When I came to my first Comic-Con, all I knew was that it was gonna smell. And other than that, I figured there'd be a lot of comic book stuff that I'd never heard of, and I was right on both counts.
Yes, it's not just a legend. It is a fact that there is a smell at Comic-Con. Me and my friends joke that because of my height, I'm above the stink line. The stink line probably goes to right about here. I'm above it, so I don't catch it so much on the floor. But when I'm stuck next to someone online for a few hours, it's deadly. It's deadly. It's real. The stink is real at Comic-Con.
I don't know if people do have a misconception. I mean, like, if anybody talks about it in a derisive way, they'll say that it's like just a bunch of big geeks, and they'd be right.
Another friend of us who came with us was telling us there's a panel about how to meet chicks at Comic-Con, which was kind of like, ooh. But I don't know. Not
I
my
bet
first
no
rodeo.
chicks attend that.
Yeah, no chick. It's a sausage fest at that place.
It used to be like only dudes there. Now they're fucking chicks, you know, and now they're vampire chicks, you know, 14, 15-year-old vampire chicks who in 5 years are gonna be slutty and perfect with fangs and shit and all emo, like I wanna hurt my father, let's have sex, that kind of thing. So that never happened 5 years ago. You could conceivably get laid at Comic-Con now. That's how cool it is. That's the geeks truly have inherited the earth.
When people say the geeks have inherited the earth, I tend to say, stop calling me a geek. And how much of the earth do I get? Can I have Australia? Still not sure the difference between a geek and a nerd, except that I think a geek can bite the head off a chicken.
If you got crushed by a stampede of people in Star Wars stormtrooper outfits, wouldn't you be honored to go that way? I would. You know, I think, you know, if I got crushed by, you know, a guy in a Donald Duck costume, you know, and that were part of my obituary, I don't know. I think it'd be a good way to go.
You know, I'm so glad I was born at this point in history. Because if I was born in, like, remember, if I was born in like the 40s and shit, and your whole life is about the World War and shit, I know you know World War going on. My whole life's about, like, did you see they changed Wonder Woman's pants? It's f***ed up, isn't it? F***ed up.